Welcome, fellow explorers. Today, we're going to uncover some of the best-kept secrets of the world's most famous landmarks. These incredible monuments have stood the test of time, and yet, they're hiding mysteries that most visitors never even notice. Are you ready to discover secrets that'll change the way you see these iconic places forever? Let's jump right in. The Great Wall of China, one of the most famous and awe-inspiring structures on Earth. But did you know that the Great Wall isn't just one continuous wall? It's actually a series of walls, built over hundreds of years by different dynasties, with some sections dating back to the 7th century BC. The wall stretches for over 13,000 miles, but only about 30% of it remains in good condition today. Many people think of the Great Wall as a single straight line, but it was designed to follow the natural contours of the land to protect against invaders. And here's a secret. The Great Wall is not actually visible from space with the naked eye, despite popular belief. Astronauts have said that it's nearly impossible to spot from orbit, which makes you think about just how many myths surround this ancient wonder. Next up is Machu Picchu in Peru, one of the most visited and mysterious archaeological sites in the world. Built by the Incas in the 15th century, Machu Picchu was abandoned in the 16th century. What many don't know is that Machu Picchu was hidden from the outside world for hundreds of years. It wasn't until 1911, when Hiram Bingham, an American explorer, rediscovered the site, that the world learned about its existence. And here's a fascinating fact. Machu Picchu was not discovered by accident. Bingham was actually looking for another lost city of the Incas, but stumbled upon Machu Picchu by chance. The mystery of why the Inca people abandoned the site remains unsolved. Was it because of a plague? Or did they leave for religious reasons? Another secret lies in the construction of the site itself. The stones at Machu Picchu are fit so perfectly that no mortar is used, something the Incas achieved without modern tools. Now let's travel to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. The Eiffel Tower is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. But did you know that it was initially met with strong opposition? When it was first designed by Gustave Eiffel, many Parisians hated it and thought it was an eyesore. In fact, over 300 artists and intellectuals signed a petition calling for its demolition. The tower was originally built as the centerpiece for the 1889 World's Fair, and it was intended to be temporary. But luckily for us, it stayed standing. One secret about the Eiffel Tower is that it changes height depending on the temperature. In the summer, it can grow by as much as 6 inches due to the expansion of the metal. And here's something that might surprise you. The Eiffel Tower is actually a giant antenna. The top of the tower is used for radio and television signals, which is why the French government is so protective of it. Let's move on to the Pyramids of Giza in Egypt, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. There's a lot more to these ancient wonders than meets the eye. First, did you know that the Great Pyramid of Giza was originally covered in polished white limestone, making it shine like a giant mirror in the sun? Over time, most of the limestone casing was removed, and the pyramid's shiny exterior faded away, leaving only the rough core we see today. Also, the Great Pyramid is so precisely aligned that it's almost impossible to believe it was built without modern technology. It's positioned almost perfectly north-south, with a deviation of just 0.067 degrees, which is incredibly accurate. But the biggest secret of all, we still don't know exactly how they built the pyramids. Many theories exist, from ramps and pulleys to aliens, but the true method remains a mystery to this day. Next, we'll head to the Colosseum in Rome, one of the most iconic structures in history. The Colosseum, built in the 1st century AD, was a place of gladiatorial combat, mock naval battles, and other bloody spectacles. But the secret most people don't know is that the Colosseum was once covered in a golden floor. When it was originally built, the arena's floor was made of wood and covered with sand. But underneath, there was a complex system of tunnels, elevators, and trapdoors, allowing animals and gladiators to suddenly appear on the arena floor, much like a stage production today. One of the lesser-known facts about the Colosseum is that the arena could be flooded for mock naval battles, where gladiators fought on ships. Imagine the spectacle of hundreds of people battling in a flooded Colosseum. It's hard to believe that such grand productions took place in ancient Rome. Let's jump over to the Taj Mahal in India, a monument to love that stands as one of the most visited landmarks in the world. While most people know that the Taj Mahal was built by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, there are some lesser-known facts. First, the Taj Mahal is not just a tomb. It's a massive complex with gardens, mosques, and a large reflecting pool. And did you know that the Taj Mahal was originally planned to be built in black marble? Shah Jahan had grand plans to build a matching black marble tomb on the other side of the river. But he was deposed by his son before he could begin construction. Another secret? The Taj Mahal changes color depending on the time of day. In the morning, it appears a soft pink. In the afternoon, it's brilliant white. And at night, it glows silver under the moonlight. Now let's explore Stonehenge, one of the most enigmatic sites in the world. Stonehenge, located in Wiltshire, England, is made up of massive stones arranged in a circle, and its origins have baffled historians for centuries. One of the most intriguing facts is that the stones were not all found locally. In fact, the bluestones used to build Stonehenge were transported from over 140 miles away in Wales. How did ancient people transport these massive stones, some weighing up to 4 tons, across such a distance with primitive tools? And here's another mind-blowing secret. Stonehenge was aligned with the solstices, meaning it was used as a giant astronomical calendar. The placement of the stones allowed ancient people to predict the movements of the sun with astonishing accuracy, something that was crucial for agricultural societies. Let's head to Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, the towering statue that stands high above Rio de Janeiro. Standing 98 feet tall with arms outstretched, Christ the Redeemer is not only a religious symbol, but also an architectural marvel. But the secret that many don't know is that the statue is made of reinforced concrete, not stone, making it much lighter than it appears. Also, the face of the statue was modeled after the sculptor's mother. And did you know that Christ the Redeemer has been struck by lightning several times? It's a miracle that it's still standing, given the frequent storms in the region. Now, let's visit the Statue of Liberty, one of America's most iconic symbols of freedom. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France in 1886, but the story behind it is much more interesting than most people realize. For one, the statue wasn't originally intended to be placed on Liberty Island. It was supposed to be located at the entrance to the Panama Canal. Another secret? The Statue of Liberty was initially copper, but over time, it developed its famous green color due to oxidation. If you look closely at the crown of the statue, you'll find 7 spikes, which represent the 7 continents and seas, symbolizing liberty and freedom for all nations. Finally, let's explore the Acropolis of Athens, home to the Parthenon and other ancient Greek structures. One little-known fact about the Parthenon is that it wasn't always white. It was originally painted in bright colors, but over time the pigments faded, and now we see the stark white marble that we recognize today. And here's a fun secret. The Parthenon's columns are slightly curved, not straight, to give the illusion of perfection when viewed from a distance. This architectural trick is just one example of the genius of the ancient Greeks. And there you have it, adventurers. These famous landmarks are full of secrets and stories that have been hidden in plain sight for centuries. Each of these iconic sites has its own history, mystery, and intrigue, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed uncovering these secrets, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay tuned for more incredible journeys. And don't forget to comment below on which secret surprised you the most. Until next time, keep exploring and never stop discovering.